Hello everyone, my name is Marcio Coelho. We're gonna demonstrate here jQuery select all or unselect all. That is a very useful feature that we can have with a few lines of code if we use jQuery. Basically, let's say this checkbox here on the top has nothing to do with the details or the checkboxes displayed. It has just one function to check all the details checkboxes or to uncheck them all. Of course, if I check 4 of them and then I'm going to check the last one, all of them will be checked, so that the check all will be also checked. If I uncheck one of these, not everything is unchecked as checked, so the main box here on the top, this one that represent all the checks and unchecks, will be unchecked if any one of these are unchecked. And then I click on submit to save this. I'm gonna see that 4 of them are checked and will be saved. And if I don't have anything, it also recognizes and says no item select to be saved. So let's see how this works in code. Basically, we have here from Google the CDN library. We recommend using the CDN libraries from these big companies because they have innumerable servers. And the performance will be great. The concern about using CDN libraries is all about if the CDN is down, something we don't hear very often. But let's say a second option, let's say we are not connected to the internet. So the answer for that is this code here. With this code, if the CDN is not available, we then are going to use our local version of jQuery. So that's simple like that. We can use the CDN is not available, then use locally. Okay, so $ is the short for jQuery. Document here represents a document that is downloaded. And we'll get everything you have on the page except images. If you wanted to check the width or height of an image, you need to use window load from jQuery instead of the document. That's basically the difference. And basically here we have our main top. On the table we have main header to check and save all, check main, checkbox. The function of this checkbox is two. This checkbox has two functions. One is to select all, and another function is to unselect all the checkboxes below it. So we do that by passing the ID of these checkboxes to jQuery. Okay, and that's it. The way we read the ID is the £, so we're using here the check main £, click, and then this function happening here. All the details, all the checkbox details are named check detail. So, and they state all the details will be the state of the check main checkbox. So if this is a state, here is a state. This checked state is true, that means all of them are checked. I will check all of them. If it is false, I will uncheck all of them. And to see a quick presentation here on this, quick demonstration, we are going to show. And next, we're going to look at the details, because as events happen on the details, we need to capture them as well, just to see what's going to happen with the top check all and uncheck all checkbox. So, but for now, click here, we check it all, and click here, we uncheck all of them. This is accomplished basically with one line of code. Okay, we get that ID, get the anonymous function here, click, and you do it. Now, for the check details, we are checking the name, and they all have the same name. So when any of them is clicked, I also do 2 checks, and that's all we do to have that accomplish that operation there. And what we do here, I check the length, how many check details I have, and how many check details I have that are checked. If they are the same number of checkboxes detail are the same number of checkbox details checked, then I'll go ahead and make the state checked of the check main on the top equal true, otherwise I'll make it equal false. So basically I'm gonna demonstrate why we have this here, because let's say we have the 4 items there for the sake of simplicity, but we check 3 of them. Still the check main is unchecked, but as soon as I check the last one, I want to send a message to the top and say, hey, now I have everything checked, and then check yourself as well. So that's what I'm doing here. If the length, if the total numbers of check details are equal the total numbers of check details checked, then I want to check the main checkbox on the top. Otherwise, if not, I want to uncheck it. And then here is just the sweet button. What I'm doing here, I'm just checking the checked ones. If nothing is, I'm counting, passing the name here of the check details. As I said, all the checkbox has the same name. And if the state is checked, I want the length. I want to count how many were checked. The count is 0, that means no item is selected to be saved. Otherwise, I'll pass the count down here. So that's basically it. This is not reading from the database. That's another operation that we're not going to demonstrate on this demo. But is here we're going right to the point where I want to check all using jQuery. And then, so as you can see here, you can check all. I cannot check all. Let's say I start checking them. So, but I still have one unchecked. So that means I don't have all checked. However, if I check this one, then I have all checked. However, if I uncheck this one, I don't have anything checked again, so I'll have all of that. If I just have 2 checked, if I click here, I count them and with the length, and then I have 2 rows will be saved. And if I uncheck all of them, I say no items are selected for save. That's basically it. Quick showed here again. If you want to just make a note, CDN, we have them in Google, we have them in Microsoft and some other places, but we can also have them locally. And if that CDN is not working, then you can read your jQuery locally. Document read, check main, click function, anonymous function. I read. All the details will follow the state of the main, and on the details, if all of them are checked, we want to check the main, otherwise we want to check the main. And here I'm counting them. Okay, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.